Hello everyone, this is Patty, and most of you probably recognize me by now as Willie's mother. You see Willie here in the photograph, just like you've seen him in so many of our YouTube videos. And because last October I did a tribute video to his predecessor, my beautiful ginger named Garfield, most of you know about him as well. But what none of you have any way of knowing about until today is there were some other pets that shared my life during the childhood and early adolescent years of my life. Today, you will learn their story as well. First in line is going to be Zorro. Zorro was a black Labrador retriever my parents got when I was just a few months old, so believe you me, Zorro saw everything. He saw me in diapers. He saw me before I had any teeth. He saw me when I first learned how to walk. He even saw me at age 3 when, for whatever reason we'll never know, my hair decided to change from a very light reddish brown to the very dark brownish black that a lot of you probably seen in a few of the Willie videos. Zorro was a very kind, very gentle dog. He would even let me put my mom's clip-on earrings on his ears. Here you can see him when we were each 4 years old, sitting on the front porch of my playhouse. Unfortunately, in the late summer before we each turned 6 years old, Zorro got bit by a snake known as the eastern diamondback rattlesnake. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a very poisonous and sometimes very aggressive snake that lives in the southeastern part of the United States, Florida being one of its main homes. Because they are so very poisonous, Zorro did not survive the trip to the veterinary hospital to get help. I know I'll see him again someday. He's waiting for me at the Rainbow Bridge. You rest in peace, Zorro. The next pet we had was Snoopy. She's the little black mixed breed dog that you can see there on the right. And the other dog that you see there, the boxer, that was our neighbor's dog named Buster. But because the two were such inseparable friends, we always said Buster was our dog as well. Unfortunately, Snoopy lost her life to a speeding automobile. That was a very tragic day when that happened because she had just been such a sweetheart. But I know she's at the Rainbow Bridge too, and I'll see her again someday. You as well, Buster. You lived almost 16 years before old age finally took you there as well. Goodbye, my little angels. Unfortunately, a speeding automobile also claimed the life of my beautiful tabby that you see here named Motorboat. Motorboat got his name because his purr was so loud, my dad always said it sounded like some kind of a motor running. He never cared about toys or catnip. Just give him a nice fat piece of yarn and he was as happy as could be. I'll see you again someday too, Motorboat. You rest in peace, my sweet cuddle buddy. Another pet that we had was Dixie. She was a German Shepherd. You can see her here as a puppy. She was a very dark gray, almost a black color. But as she got older, her coat got lighter and lighter and lighter, until she turned the very light silvery gray color that you see here. Dixie was an absolute sweetheart, and she was just as beautiful on the inside as she was on the outside. But I always had the feeling, though, if anybody had ever tried to harm me or harm my parents, she wouldn't have been so gentle anymore. At 110 pounds of solid muscle, she could have done a lot of damage to somebody. But fortunately, she was never called on to do anything like that, so she was just always our sweet, gentle giant. Unfortunately, German Shepherds, especially as they get older, are very prone to a disorder known as hip dysplasia. That's what happened to Dixie, and just before she turned 14, she had to be sent to the Rainbow Bridge to end her suffering. I'll see you again someday, sweet Dixie. You wait for me, and I'll see you. Bye-bye, Dixie. Another pet that I had was Star. He was a black cat, but he had two very distinct white patches, and they were both shaped like stars. One of them was on the underside of his stomach, and the other one was on his chest. Just like Garfield and Willie, he was a good sport posing for photographs too. Here you can see him when he had on a little baby outfit. There he is on the floor of my old bedroom, stretched out, and there you can see both of the white patches on him. He also had a tiny, tiny little white patch under his left arm, you can see there. Star unfortunately fell victim to feline leukemia. At that time, there was no vaccine and no cure for it. But he had almost 14 glorious years on this earth. I'll see you again, Star. You rest in peace, my darling. Here you can see Star. This was the Christmas that I was 11 years old. You can see him there. He had been helping me unwrap packages. Here you can see me holding Star the summer before I turned 13. He was a big cat too. He was about 15 pounds. He was quite a handful. And then of course the next pet that I had, although there was quite a gap before I had him, Garfield was the first pet I had as an adult. You all remember him from the tribute I did last fall. He lived 23 and a half years. You rest in peace, Garfield. I'll see you again someday. And of course, last but not least, here's Willie. Willie is currently about 10 and a half years old, and hopefully he has many, many, many more years to go. He's alive and well and doing fine, and you can currently see him in one of our YouTube videos. Like I say, I hope it's many, many, many more years before I have to say goodbye to him. So I'll just say hello, Willie. We'll see you on YouTube. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you again soon. Depending on where you're located, everybody have either a good day, a good evening, or a good night. See you later. Bye-bye.